What Instagram family, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook? Welcome. You're at the Zone Season 3. It's your girl MC Nads. You hear this song? This is who we're talking to today. I want to thank everybody for being here and rocking with me. I am going to turn down the volume because, you know, Facebook always be hating us with the copyright issues. But we're going to leave the branding up there so you can see what's going on today. Thank you all for being here as your girl MC Nads on the Zone Season 3. The last episode for the season, celebrating the ladies for the month of March. Of course, I want to big up our sponsors that have been loyal to us, faithful to us for the past 3 seasons. And of course, you're going to expect more from us when we go to season 4 in May. So, of course, I got to big up first and foremost DJ Simply Smooth. He's always been supporting the ting. If you need some mixing, mastering, production, DJ drops, imaging services, whatever you need, DJ services, DJ Simply Smooth is the man to go to. At the end of this video, if you don't see it right now, you'll see it later. You can hit up all their social media links. Of course, I got to big up Mavert Customs. They've been doing all our designs, our graphics, and they are a professional graphic design agency. So big up Mavert Customs for rocking with us. RiddimStream, Sham, big up your damn self. If you are an artist, producer, anything, man, Caribbean Focus Entertainment and distribution platform that will put out your music. Make sure you get in touch with RiddimStream. And I got to big up Mr. Roots from Wiz Records, of course, representing Brooklyn, New York. Big up your damn self, record label powerhouse, and always been rocking with us the past 2 seasons. So I appreciate everybody. If you have a business or you're an artist or whatever it is, and you want me to do like an intro and talk about your business, make sure you hit us up via email. It's info@socamatters.com. So it's Soca Matters with an S.com. So make sure you hit us up. And I am your girl MC Nads. Thank you again for being here. If you are watching on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, I know you can comment. There's a live stream and you can do your comments. If you want to ask the artist any question, I will see it. I will talk back to you and I will ask her. So make sure you send us your comments, give us your big up, and don't forget, most importantly, share out the link, please. And thank you. All right, so today, enough long talking. I got an artist from Guyana representing my people, man. I'm so excited. She's a singer, a songwriter, a model. She was crowned once Guyana's best new artist and R&B artist of the year. Of course, she is beautiful. She's freaking multi-talented. Can I tell you? I can't wait to talk to her. Welcome to season 3 and the final episode of The Zone. This beautiful woman right here, Timeka Marshall.
Oh my God, I just need a drum roll right now. What's up, Nats? Thank you so much for having me on The Zone. I am grateful.
I am so happy you are here. Like, you don't know, man. I'm even shaking. I still get nervous for interviews, but I'm so excited to be talking to you.
I get nervous all the time for everything. We're humans, you know, and that little nervousness is that little adrenaline that kicks in every time. So don't you worry about it.
And that's how I know we still love what we do, whether you're an artist, producer, interviewer, whatever it is. That's how I know we still love what we do. It's when you don't have that, I would get scared. You know what I mean?
You'd be worried. It's true. You got to get the jitters. I agree.
So I got to ask, where are you in the world right now? Are you in Guyana? Are you somewhere else? Where are you?
I am in Guyana. Beautiful, beautiful Guyana.
Yes. Land of many, many waters and beautiful women like Timeka. Hello.
Yeah, no, Guyana have some beautiful people.
I'm telling you. How have you been? How have you been during this pandemic? What's been up before we get into all the, semantics of hardcore interview? How you been?
I'm pretty good. I'm giving thanks. Last year, or should I say since COVID hit, it's been different. But yeah. I'm one who always wants to look at things as like, the positives, the glass is half full. Yeah. I mean, it's affected a lot of things that we've been used to, but also it opens our eyes to so much more and you get to slow down. And I think there are a lot of positives to take away from this. So I've been pretty good, I must say. Yeah. I miss the stage.
Of course.
I miss the stage and I miss being able to really work and earn. But at the same time, too, you find other earning possibilities. And, we're just trying to make the most out of what's going on. But I'm blessed.
I love it. Is there any, during the pandemic, because everybody's picked up a habit, like either they focused on like reading, writing, poetry, you've just, buried yourself in music. Is there any other habit maybe outside of your artistry that you sort of picked up and you've been doing during the pandemic?
Well, it's you asked, and I'm laughing because I bought myself a keyboard, and I'm like, I'm gonna teach myself to play piano.
Oh.
And my girl, I started 1 week, and I haven't touched it back since.
I love it. Hey, never say never.
Oh my God, never say never. It's there, and
It's there.
the intent is there. So I'll get back around to it.
It's
But,
a start. Hey, it's a start. That's all it is.
It's a start. Yeah. But I've been doing a lot of self-reflection. I've been doing a lot of inner work. I have all this peace. It feels so, so, so good. I started up a business for natural hair community, curly hair girls. It's called Girls with Curls. And what should I say? Other than that, just trying to focus with music, get some writing done, doing some different sounds. I felt like since the pandemic hit, you know, as musicians, as artists, we always ask, okay, what type of artist are you? You know, what's your genre and all that kind of stuff. And I just feel like I'm very versatile. I started out singing R&B, switched to reggae, then got into soca. I've done pop sounds, and ever since the pandemic, I just feel like, yo, shit, I just want to do what I want to do. And if I
100%.
feel inclined to go this way musically, I'm gonna do it. If I feel like do something else, I'm gonna do it. So it just made me just tap into my creativity more. And I
love it. Well, we're just going to dive right in because you've already hit on some points I want to talk to you about. With you having, been in the industry for definitely over a decade, almost, I think you're at 14 years or something. And because you did start in R&B, because I did research, right? So I know your first R&B track was called We Should Separate. What made you fall in love with soca? Because, people always say, no, Guyana don't know about soca. Guyanese artists don't know about it. I hear that I don't know, maybe not your side, but sometimes in Toronto, I hear that and I'm like, bun you guy. We know, Don't test us. So where did you fall in love with soca and how?
All right, let me just clarify this. Guyana loves soca. Guyana loves soca. So there's okay, so we listen to everything.
Yes.
But
so did our parents.
We definitely identify a lot with soca music because soca is Caribbean culture.
Yes.
Of course, there is reggae and there's dancehall too, and that's Caribbean culture. But soca is what we live for because as a Caribbean person, we love to party, we love to fit, we love to get drunk, we love to just wind up on somebody, and that is exactly what soca is. So I fell in love with soca when I started to go to Trinidad Carnival. And this was many years ago, maybe over 9 years ago or so. I went to Trinidad Carnival. I played in Tribe, and I just mostly wanted to go on the road because I just wanted to be in a sexy costume. That was my only reason for wanting to play Carnival.
I love it.
And then the music it's an energy when you're on the road and you're seeing everyone, they're dressed beautifully and they don't care. Like you see women or people of all different sizes and shapes, and they all come together and they're just in bliss.
Yes.
And it is
like freedom. There's this freedom.
Yes. It's like a euphoric feeling that comes over to you. And it just feels like this is what heaven must be. Yeah. Except with, the drunkenness and you're rolling and you're falling and all that kind of stuff. It feels like, wow, this is joy. Yeah. And that's when I fell in love with soca music.
I love it. When you played in Tribe, was that the very first year you went to Carnival? Did you play in Tribe?
That was the first year. Yeah.
I love it. And were you playing in Carnival every year, or did you just kind of?
No, man. After that, how it is. You get hooked. It's a drug. After that, I think it was a few years I didn't go, but then I started rallying up my friends and we would go every single year. And
I love that.
And then I started doing Jamaica Carnival, Miami Carnival, and I just became a little junkie.
I love it. And that's it. And that's how the love started, the love affair. Let me talk a little bit about your writing as I get more into your music. I know that you are a writer, and I wanted to know what attracted you to being a writer? Like, were you doing something before that, like poetry, or did you just I have to put my thoughts down on paper?
I started writing because I was forced to.
Really?
Tell me. Not forced. Forced by myself. My very first try at writing. I was listening to a Neo song, So Sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I
So sick of love songs.
There we go, girl.
Big tune.
Yeah. And I fell in love with the song, and for some reason I just felt inspired to write.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of those kids that would look at MTV all the damn time.
Yep.
And seeing the same videos all the damn time, all day, every day.
Yeah.
And so I was always attracted to music even before then. So when I heard the Neo song, I don't know, something came over me and just said, right. Then when I decided to be an artist, when I decided to be an artist, seriously, you know, instead of, you're a young talent. You don't know how to find a writer. You don't know. So you just kind of have to make use of what you got. And that's how I started writing. And I'm like, well, I kind of have to do something. And you just figure it out, and you go from here to there when you grow eventually. And
you build resources, right? That's it. Because then you start making connections. You're talking to people. You're telling people what you're doing. And then boom, bam, it just keeps growing.
Yeah, it's just a matter of starting wherever you are with whatever you have. And over time, you build and you grow, and that's it.
You keep going. So let's continue on this musical journey. Talk to me about your relationship with Jamaica, because you're born and raised in Guyana, but you go over to Jamaica and you do like all these crazy, like I was looking at some Lover Rock song, you know, talk about the dancehall song, which I think you owe us because it's been a while. You know, like what is that relationship with Jamaica that you have musically, and how did that kind of happen?
So I started going to Jamaica because my very first single, the same song, We Should Separate, I recorded it here, and then I ventured to Jamaica to shoot the video. Shout out to the team who helped me put that together. Still my very good friends from Guyana, the guys from Hits and Jams Entertainment, especially Kerwin Ballers, who was a DJ on the radio at the time. And he just kind of took me under his wing. And then, he's a big thinker kind of guy. And he's just like, you know what? We're going to go to Jamaica. And I'm like, okay, let's go.
Let's do it. I'm not going to say no.
I'm not going to say no. I never been to Jamaica. Of course, let's do it. Yeah. We shot the video. And while there, you know, we did some networking. We went over to Hype TV, did an interview, and we just kind of started building connections. Then through there, I met with Pyramid Entertainment, who out of Barbados. When we came back to Guyana, we did a big video launch and everything over the Pegasus. Like we were just talking about it the other day. It was a long time ago, but it was a big deal. Like I did costume change.
Everything, the whole shebang.
And had no idea what we were doing.
Right.
Through that, we met Santia Bradshaw from Pyramid Entertainment. Then she gave us a link to Headline Entertainment out of Jamaica, Jerome Hamilton. And then through that link, I started to go to Jamaica pretty often, recording, networking, and that kind of stuff. And just fell in love with Jamaica. And it was a very interesting time because I was, you know, very, very young, like around 18, 19, and being in Jamaica by myself, and whatever I would work or earn in Guyana, I would go take and invest in myself in Jamaica. And I was doing that for quite a few years. So, you know, as you move around, you get in the industry, you mix with a lot of the artists and a lot of producers. And I was fortunate to, you know, I'm good at networking. I'm good at relationships. And, you know, I just made friends with a lot of good people and did a lot of good songs. And
you did. You really did, man. Some of that music I'm listening to, and I'm like, damn, this shit is so good. Like just the vibes, just the whole vibes. You. Was there, like, I hate asking this, but I got to ask, was there a Jamaican artist that was your favorite to work with?
A Jamaican artist that was my favorite. Okay, I would have to say I have a video collaboration with Peter Morgan from Morgan Heritage.
Yep.
And I was just really taken back by him as a vocalist.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I love was to go in studio and watch him as he voiced. I mean, being an artist, for me, I coming from Guyana, I was never exposed to the working parts of music business or familiar with
like
any
behind the scenes, right? Like the behind the scenes. Right?
Nothing. So I was just kind of figuring my way out and I had no idea what the recording process, studio process was like. I was always really nervous. It was just a very interesting time. I was scared almost like half of the time, 80% of the time. And I feel like I was just winging it, to be honest. So to be in studio and to watch a pro like Peter Morgan, just, you know, he really showed me. Yeah, he showed me the ropes on a lot of things. I have such great memories. I worked very closely along with Busy Signal too. I really admired him. Very, very, very talented guy. And I just really was there to try to soak up as much as I can.
Right. And that's all you can do, right? Because when you're learning, of course you're scared. But I mean, for artists that are locked on watching you and other females, they got to know you got to start somewhere. If you don't start somewhere, then you're never going to start.
Starting somewhere,
right? That's the
all you need.
thing.
Start wherever you are right now, right there.
So I don't know if people know this, unless you're really following Timeka, but you know, she's done quite a bit of modeling work. So I wanted to ask, are you still modeling like very much actively, or is it just kind of here and there? Like, what's going on with that?
Hell no.
What made you get into modeling? I mean, you're beautiful. That's an obvious question. Like, if you haven't been following her, she's just gorgeous. Her personality is gorgeous, and that peacefulness that you talk about. Because I mean, besides doing interviews, I also MC events. I work in radio. I have my own show. One of the biggest things I learned is to read people. But your energy, like, you can feel it. I can feel it through here. You just got this positivity, and that's like, I'm not no bullshit, eh? Anybody to tell you.
Oh, that touches me.
I talk true thing. If the shit was bullshit, I wouldn't tell you nothing. But the shit is real.
So sweet. That's so
right.
Sweet.
So like you can see like you've got this good energy. So like, you know, what made you go into modeling? What made you come out of it?
I think being a young girl and coming out into the limelight and that kind of stuff. It's a lot of designers just approached me and I'm like, well, what else am I doing?
Might as well make a little coin here and there.
Might as well. And what girl doesn't like to
get dressed up, right?
And, be on a catwalk and that kind of thing. And I was like, why not?
Why not?
So it was just something I was trying out too, and I liked it. I like photo shoots. And I realize I'm not just an artist, but I'm a creative being. I can conceptualize things, and I think because I pay a lot of attention to TV and ads and graphics and all. It's something that I didn't realize that I have an interest in since then, and so
naturally
it just kind of worked in with each other and that kind of stuff. And why did I stop? I really like to eat.
I love food too. We can talk about that later.
Girl, I like to eat. And I'm like, this
COVID weight is real. Oh God.
But these girls are so skinny and I just want to work. And then also, you know what? I became a party girl. And I wanted to party and drink. I'm like, I don't know about this.
You're like, Bundus, I'm done.
Let me just do my music.
Yeah, I like that. I do want to ask you this because like The Zone is celebrating women in the month of March and we've been having a lot of women on the show. And there's a lot of women that do watch. Anybody that's struggling with their body image and they're a young woman, what's some advice maybe you would offer them on how they could get comfortable in their skin? Because I'm sure at some point you had to get comfortable in your skin too, right?
I mean, even now, I think it's always a work in progress.
Yeah.
I don't know about men, but as women, you know, we look at ourselves, we compare ourselves to others that we see in media and all these kind of things. I think first of all, it starts with being able to love yourself for who you are, and then what you look like as well. And then another thing is to remember that you do have the power to change that. Yes. If you are uncomfortable with how you look or how you feel, then just don't be uncomfortable. Do something about it.
Yeah.
You know, you can, just take responsibility for it. You can eat better, go to the gym, and it's really just about being active and having an active lifestyle. And it also makes you feel so much better. So if you're not comfortable with how you are at the moment, just do something about it. Make a change.
Yeah. That's it, man. It's the mindset. Mind. What does my mother say? Mind over matter.
Mind over matter. Amen. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let me talk about 2019 now. So people who do know you know that in 2019 you had huge success. I think 2019 you had huge success with Whiny Whiny. I love that song. I love
Thank
Whiny
you.
Whiny on that. And anybody who doesn't know, it's a kickstart rhythm. Go YouTube that shit, is wicked. I want to talk to you about that video because in that video you have one of my favorite reggae artists who I only had an opportunity to meet twice in my lifetime so far, and I want to talk to him now. Romain Virgo. There's this really touching exchange you guys had where he's really bigging you up. And I wanted to know for myself, because I'm a fan, this is me not being the interviewer, why was that important to have that in that video? Because it was so cute. Like, it was just such a touching exchange. And this is before Romain even, I think, got married, or maybe it might have been around that time, but it was just so cute. And I'm like, I gotta know, why is that part of that video? Why was it important to be there?
So Romain and I've known him for a long time while I was living in Jamaica at the time. So it was a whole camp of us. Busy Signal, Romain. There were a few other artists who, you know, everyone may not know as much. Esco Levi is a big artist, reggae artist.
I love Esco. I just interviewed him a couple months ago.
You would know Esco, yes. Sugar out of Jamaica, which was a Rising Stars winner as well. RC, just a whole bunch of us used to hang out over at Penthouse Studios. That's shout out to Donovan Germain. Also working alongside Jukebox Entertainment.
Yep.
And we would just be there every single day.
I love it.
And we would move as a team. And so we really developed a very strong relationship and a strong bond. And then so when I left Jamaica and I hadn't been back for a while, I hadn't seen Romain in a while. And so when I saw him, I'm not even sure if I knew he was on the show. And it was just a feeling of, you know, seeing not even a long lost friend, but like a relative, a family member. And it was so good. And Romain is such a warm individual.
He really is. The one thing that always stood with me about him, the first time I met him was when he first came to Toronto. And I have his first album that he signed for me. The second time I seen him is after he blew up. And the one thing I can say as an outsider who doesn't know him other than being a fan and an interviewer in the industry, he's got the same freaking personality. Like, he's just so cool. And that's like, I love that a lot of artists like yourself, you remain to be genuine and still stick true to who you are. And that's so appreciative because it does come out in your music. So thank you.
Thank you. He is one of those real people. And just seeing him, and also, I am mindful of how some or majority of artists are. You kind of have to take them at face value. Yeah. And so when I saw him, he just screamed out. He's like, Timeka.
He's like, Timeka.
And he came over and we just had such a really long, you know, when them hugs, you just like shake and it was really good.
You sway sideways, you hug up, you laugh, you look at each other, you do it again.
Yes.
One of those.
Yes. It was one of those, and my heart just felt so blessed to see him, and we had a nice little catch up and so on. So it was just, we put it in because it was just a moment of authenticity, of love, you know?
Yeah.
And
I love that.
Yes. So I think I answered your question.
You did. 100% you did. I love it. So big up Romain Virgo. Hopefully one day I can interview him on Planet Soca.
And yes, he was married at the time, but no one knew. See, he told me.
Yeah, that was quiet.
I'm like, what? Congratulations. And then he told me she was pregnant too. And I was like, what?
Those kids are so freaking cute, man. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. How blessed are you to have twins? Oh my God. He's just a blessed guy.
That's it, man. All right. So let me talk about some of the stuff that I saw that you've been doing. I saw recently you did the Guyana tourism theme song, but you did that with a couple other Guyanese artists who you can definitely big up. I just want to know how you got involved with that track and those artists and how that came to be.
Well, you know, I love to travel. And then since the shutdown, well, guess what? I'm traveling at home.
Yeah.
I'm traveling at home, and Guyana is one of those places that it's a big country, and then a lot of it is untouched. So while there was the lockdown, there still are places that you could go that you could still abide by the COVID guidelines. You're not mixing and mingling with anyone. It's just you there, you know? And so I took the opportunity to just move around some more, because you get tired being at home, you know?
Oh, 100%, especially for your mental state, right? It's good to get out.
It's good to get out, yeah.
Yeah.
And we as artists, we get creative by moving around, by seeing new places and that kind of thing.
And feeding off of energy too, right? Not only places, but when you guys are performing and are, you have your fans in front of you, feel that energy coming at you. Like that's why the pandemic, at least for me too, as a person who interviews and gets out there and does live to airs, like it's hard. It's definitely hard.
It's very difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started to move around in Guyana a lot more. Sorry, and just taking pictures and posting and that kind of stuff. And then actually when St. John was just a huge Guyanese rapper. Shout out to St. John.
Shout out to him. He's awesome.
Just won 2 Grammys right now. I'm so proud of him.
Reppin, love it.
Yes, he really reps Guyana hard. When he was home, he came home for a visit. We were moving around and doing some meetings and stuff, and then we met with Ministry of Tourism, and they mentioned that they have this idea coming up and they want to have influencers and that kind of stuff. And then so when they decided to do the theme song, they reached out, and shout out to Drew Tobin, who's another artist that's doing really well right now in the local scene. He did the production. He's a producer as well. And Poonam Singh, another incredible singer, and we came together to do the song, Welcome Home.
Love it. And it's a great song, man. If nobody's checked it out, check out Timeka's Instagram, because she had it posted there, and that's where I first saw it. It came up on my feed, and I'm like, oh, map of Guyana. But then I saw the audio, or I heard the audio, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. What a good way to, like, even though even for people who have left Guyana and want to come back, like it's got that very nostalgic feeling. I've never been to Guyana, but we're gonna talk about that in a minute. But at least like my parents, I know I played it for my mom. My mom's like, well, that's a nice song. That girl sing nice. I say, yes, mom, I know. I go, don't worry, I'm going to talk to her one day. And then all of this happens. So she's going to be like, yay, big up the massive.
Yeah. No, it's a really good song, man. Like, it reminds me of, like, wherever you're from. Yeah. Wherever you're from. They always say home is where the heart is and yada, yada, yada. But wherever you're from, when you're about to touch down in that country, I don't know about everywhere else, but I get that feeling of somewhere that you really love. A feeling comes over you. Yeah. And I think the song is a perfect representation of that.
100%. Totally agree. So keeping on with Guyana tourism, I also saw during COVID, you did a bit of a COVID-19 jingle for the Civil Defense Commission, so CDC. How did that opportunity come to you?
Well, it's just a matter of relationships and they, of course, everyone is trying to spread awareness through this time and use a lot of influencers or artists to get the message across. And so they reached out, and it was a good opportunity. So I just took my song that I already had and remixed it and, made it because it's already familiar. It's easy, it's catchy, Yeah. And I've been doing some work with them and looking forward to some more work. Yeah.
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about Guyana Carnival that's coming up. I saw that I think it is happening, but I want to ask you, like, what is happening? Because I know between Carnival or near the end is when we celebrate Guyana independence as well. People in Toronto do it as well. But I know I saw Guyana Carnival, they say May 19th to the 27th. But how will it change this year? And is it changing at all?
Well, I'm not a part of, I was sitting on the committee. I'm not a part of the committee anymore, so I can't speak on behalf of them. I know, though, that we're there, the country, everyone, the world is hoping that things can go back to somewhat normal. Yeah. And so, of course, we'd love to have Guyana Carnival this year, but I think we just have to wait and see how things go. It would be wonderful because last year got canceled due to COVID. But I think we all have our fingers crossed, and I know the guys, shout out to Hits and Jam, shout out to the entire team for Guyana Carnival. We're all hoping that it's something that we can put on, especially just for the industry and for the artists and the dancers and the promoters, and entertainment has really suffered a lot through this time. So we just have our fingers crossed, and I am very hopeful.
I'm hopeful for them too. All right, let me get to the new music now, because yesterday you dropped your new track called High. I got to big up. It's featuring Scorch Bonnet and LL Cool Blaze. It premiered yesterday. I know in Toronto, I got to big up Dr. J. He's going to premiere it on a local Toronto radio station that he's on his Soca Therapy show tomorrow. So I can't wait to hear it. Just blast everywhere. I know that y'all going to send me an MP3 and I'm going to play it on my radio show on Tuesday. So don't forget to do that. So tell me a little bit about the background of this song, because I heard through, I think it was another interview you did. You've been holding this song for 2 years. Why?
I've been holding this song for a minute.
Why? And why now?
I think we just like I mentioned earlier, we get caught up on
life.
No, we get caught up on rules. And you're supposed to do this, and this is your lane of music, and all that kind of trash. You know, so at that time there was whiny happening, and so people then place you in the field of doing soca. I want to hear soca records, and then also, you know, from me being in Jamaica, I've done reggae dancehall, and it's just a matter of, you know, figuring out the placement and me being caught up in that. And then I just realized I don't really care,
and that's it.
I don't really care. I want to do what I want to do. I'm an artist, and I don't put myself in a box. I know that I can sing this, that, and do all sort of stuff. And I just want to showcase, and not even showcase. I just want to be me.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I want to be me on a track.
Yeah.
And so I was in Miami, and I met up with the guys and they were playing this track, and I just felt inspired to write to it. And we came up with this great song that talks about love, and then talks about also one's being in love with other things, with paraphernalia and things that could be more destructive, and then finding a love that is purer and
the word that came to mind for me when I heard that, because I heard the comparison to the other things that can kind of contaminate what love is. I felt like when you talk about that compared to the true love you find, it's like a euphoric feeling, but a good one, right? That's what I took from the song. So clearly I got it, right?
You're on track.
I love it. And we also got to big up is it Jason Gilbert? He goes by JG. He was part of the production on that track as well. How did you guys connect?
So I actually met him through Blaze, through LL Cool Blaze. I know LL Cool Blaze through a friend of mine, Kim, and just through, I think, Carnival Circuit. Yeah. And then so when I went to Miami, he's like, oh, let's do some work. And he introduced me to Jason. And then we just kind of have this vibe. I think Jason and Cool Blaze, they have such a nice chemistry going on. And I don't know, I really gel a lot with Jason. And not to say I don't with Blaze, but in terms of musically, like, he's the one who sits and really puts things together. Yeah. And I just dig his vibe, you know? And I'm actually heading up to work with them in the next week, and I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to shoot the video for this song as well.
Oh, I was going to ask you that. Is there a video coming? Yes.
Yeah, there's a video coming. So we're going to do some other promo stuff for the song together as well. And I'm really looking forward to it, because those guys just bring a nice, cool energy, and I just really love working with them.
100%. So everybody locked on, make sure you go on YouTube, check out Timeka Marshall's new song, High, featuring Scorch Bunnet and LL Cool Blaze, who I got to big up because he's also done, he works with so many people, right? I get songs all the time through the radio station.
Those guys have been doing it.
Yeah, man, they have been doing it. So big up to both of them. And y'all go on YouTube and check out the new track, because it's nice, man. It's just a nice vibe. You know, you could sit on with your man or your woman, and you can just vibe to this song, and it's real. Like, it's just real love for me. I felt it when I heard it. So
thank you so much. And also the song is available on all the streaming platforms. So go stream it. You can also purchase it. You know, we always love that support. Yeah. So go stream, purchase, do whatever, play it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
It's on my Spotify list. Don't worry. As soon as I saw it come out yesterday, I was like, "Bloop, I like this. Add this to my list." Thank you. Repeat.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, and everyone share the link to it, you know? Share it to a friend.
Yeah. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes.
So I do want to talk about, and I think I mentioned it earlier, you do dabble in dancehall. And I think the last dancehall track you did was Bend Me Over. And I'm like, hello, that's like 3-4 years ago. Can we expect another dancehall coming one day soon?
No, you can expect more dancehall coming soon. Yes. Yes. So this year is all about, last year was about reflection, figuring out what the hell we doing, what's going on with COVID, how do we maneuver around this? And then this year is just music on top of music on top of music. So I have a pretty big collaboration coming out soon. I don't know when we're gonna drop it just as yet, but it's featuring Charlie Black. which is one of my favorite dancehall artists. So you guys can look forward to that. As soon as I have an idea of the timeline, I'm gonna let you guys know. But it's a pretty hot song.
I'm so excited. I love Charlie Black. Charlie Black's vibe. The first time I heard him on a track, I was like, yo, he's grimy, but he's just so cool, man. I love that. And the two of you together, that's gonna be a cool balance. I'm excited. You see, this is a genuine smile. I love music, so this is cool. I'm so excited for that.
Track. It's something to make the girls dance. It's something sexy. It's a little grimy too. It's a little nasty. You know how dancehall can get.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I love a nasty dancehall.
I love a nasty dancehall too, because sometimes
I love a dirty dancehall. Yeah,
especially that we haven't been able to affect. We haven't been able to like come together. Like we need some of that, because who knows what the summer will bring, right? Even if we can congregate in a small collective here and there, we can put on a little dirty. So I'm waiting for it. So big up Charlie Black and yourself. That's gonna be cool. I'm so excited. So let me ask you a question, because I've seen it in some of your videos. On your right hand, you have a trouble tattoo, I believe, and then on your left hand there, you got the arrow.
Why are you looking so far? How you
man,
this?
I do my investigation. I did a good. Well, I need and you don't have. If you tell me if I'm going too personal,
this is some spy shit going right now.
I saw a video, like I was watching one of your earlier videos. I'm like, oh, but wait. So I went back and I paused it, and I was like, oh, that's trouble. And I like the way it's written, because it's very like calligraphic, like it's got that. But I wanted to know. So yeah, it was right. And it is the right hand, right?
There's a halo over it. Yeah, it's my right hand. There's a halo over it too.
Any meaning? What is the meaning to that? And do you want to share it?
I don't have a problem sharing. It's very immature.
Oh, is it? Oh God, I thought it was like.
No, it's very stupid. It's very immature. I was in a relationship, and this man was giving me stress, and I'm like, I'm gonna show you something. You think you're bad? You think you're bad? Trust me, I battle. And I just felt that you feel like in a little wicked mood, a little troublesome mood, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just awaken this trouble side of me.
Yeah.
And I just put on the tattoo, and it really was just symbolic of me just
rebelling,
like rebelling and taking back some of my control. Yeah. And that's what it was.
Yeah, I love that. And the arrow? What does the arrow mean on your?
So the arrow, I was really just scanning through Pinterest.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
I was scanning through Pinterest and I saw it and I loved it. And then also I'm part Amerindian, so the arrow and the bow meant something to me. And then also like a shooting arrow just means like shooting forward, continued success. So yeah, that's it.
I love that. Those are the only tattoos I could see, so I didn't spy on anything else. It was only those, and I'm not asking about none other. I'm gonna keep it a little PG. I figured there's more. There's gotta be.
There's more. I think I have like about 8 or 9 tattoos.
Ooh, I'm gonna let the fellas slide into the DM, because this gonna want to know where the rest is. And nasty fellas.
To be honest, it's not anywhere that's too,
Oh yeah.
I like to show. I think for me at least, I think tattoos are artwork, but also you want to show your artwork.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? 100%. So I where a lot of my tattoos are, it's not anywhere really private. The most private one is like right under my left breast. Mm-hmm. But also if I'm in a bikini top or so on, you can still see it.
You can see it, yeah. So that's no biggie, man. People can get over that who don't like it. I love tattoos. I love seeing what other people have and I don't have any yet. There's one that I've been like yourself, I see it on Pinterest, and I've been like, how would I do this? But one day I'll surprise the people them, and I'll be a little like, I'll go venture out into the tattoo, because I have a fear of needles, so it kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yes.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
So let me talk about Guyana a little bit now. Even though I'm in Toronto, I personally have never been to Guyana. Where in Guyana are you exactly? And for somebody like me who was going to visit for the first time, where would you recommend I go? Because the one thing I was saying earlier, my mom's cousin, he owns the Parkview Hotel in Guyana, and I don't know where that is, but I know it's there. Mm-hmm. And so I would want to know, where would you tell me to go?
First of all, I know the name Parkview, and it's either 2 places. I'm like bad with places, I'm bad with names, I'm bad with locations, I'm terrible at it. But I am originally from Linden. Born and raised in London. I left like when I was around, I want to say 8 or 9 or something, and then moved to Georgetown.
Yeah.
And I think if you're gonna visit, it all depends on what you like to do. What type of person are you? You want to party?
I want a little
You
party
wanna-
and I want to eat.
Okay. Well, you could definitely have a lot of good food places in Georgetown. And the good thing about Guyana is that we have such a mix up of a bunch of different cultures that you could have a lot of different things. And that's one of the things that I love about Guyana. The food is awesome. The food is really good. So
you're getting everything fresh, man. Fresh things.
And you get everything fresh because we have a lot of greenery. We plant and grow a lot of our own food. So everything is fresh. Right. Fishing. We have we do fishing as well too, because of course we're surrounded by a lot of water. Yeah. So you can have a lot of seafood, a lot of fish. It varies. So you can come to Georgetown if you want to party, if you want to go out and mingle, and you'll meet a lot of great people, because that's one of the other things I like about Guyana. The people are very friendly and very hospitable.
And isn't that what they say? Guyanese people in general, we're just a friendly bunch, and we'll just take you in like you're our own family. Like, come now, who's my cousin now? Yes, they're gonna take you in. They're gonna feed you. They're gonna drunk you. They're gonna want to give you some rum. Yes, because that's one of the things they love to do. A Guyanese just love getting you drunk. Yes,
they just be like, come drink this rum, and you're gonna drink until you can't drink no more. And then when you can't drink no more, they're gonna laugh at you and be like, oh, this one was out cold, whatever,
This one was stumbling here.
That's what they like to do. I don't know why. That's my people.
I know, right? I love our people for that. I love and sometimes this is it. Sometimes I need the strippiness, man. Sometimes I need the strippiness. Like, people don't understand how I can't be square all day. I just can't. No. I need the madness, right?
And Guyana love a lime. Like, if they could lime every single day and take a drink, that's what they're gonna do. And they're gonna come and take you into their homes, and they might even give you their bed to sleep on, and they are just really warm and hospitable people.
I love it.
And so, getting back to what I was saying, you come to Georgetown, you party, you drink, and you have a good time. Yeah. And then you can go off to the countryside. You can go off to Berbice, you could go off to Linden, Essequibo, and then, well, there's several other places. Right. Lethem, the Savannas. There's a lot of places you could go just for beautiful scenery. Right. And for rivers and creeks and bird watching and sightseeing and historical sightseeing and all these kind of things. So Guyana is just one of those places that I feel like everyone should visit, because it's a mixture of Caribbean life and South American life. So you get some little Amazon and jungleness, and then you also get the Caribbean side of it.
And it's funny because people forget that Guyana is the only English-speaking country in South America. So as much as the liming, the people, and the food is mixed up, the people themselves are mixed up as well. So it's cool that you can see a combination of everything. I did see on your Instagram. Oh, somebody said big up Stewartville and Lenora.
Yes. Big up everyone that's listening right now. Yeah.
Thanks, Michelle, for the comment. I saw that. Where was I going with this? Oh, yes. I wanted to ask, on your Instagram, you did you went on the helicopter ride and went to Kaitro Falls. Was that your first time there?
That was my very first time. I've been wanting to go to Kaitro for a long time, and that's also the Ministry of Tourism took us out there, and I was just in awe. Like, you've seen pictures of the Kaitro Fall, but it's different when you see it from up close. It's wonderful, and I saw it in the dry season, so it wasn't as full and luxurious as it usually is. But
so the falls is less on the dry season. It's not flowing as much as it would.
Yes, it's not as big. It's a little, I wouldn't say a trickle, but it's not as it's not as powerful.
So when's the wet season then for Kaitro?
I'm not sure of the months. It all depends on the months, and I don't remember all of that.
Stuff. Yeah. That's okay. Guyana Tourism can come and I can interview them as well. That'd be cool. They could tell me what's up. I do want to ask you this: when you're not creating or writing music, what can people find Timeka doing with herself?
I'm a very chill person.
Love it.
I like to be home.
Yeah,
I like to be. I've turned into a homebody. I've moved from a party person to really being a homebody. I like to be home in my space, doing my own thing. And you could definitely find me working out a lot. I'm a I'm a big fan of the gym and fitness and being active and healthy, and I feel good when I'm like pushing a lot of heavy weights or doing something that I feel like my mind is struggling, my body is struggling, but yet you push through. That is, I feel like it's therapy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I love that. And I was gonna say, like, people don't realize that even though you're an artist or you're an influencer, a lot of us, and you said it on a different interview, a lot of us are actually introverts. We're a mix of the both.
Yes. And it's really weird.
Right?
It's really weird because people would expect you to be this loud person and you're so, nah, son, I want to be in my corner.
Yeah. I mean, we may talk loud, but that's about it. It's not like I'm loud 24/7 or you're loud 24/7 and always just like uppity up. Like sometimes you just got to be down and chill. It's funny. I was having that same conversation with somebody and I saw you do it. I mean, I got to big up Kevin Crown. I said this earlier too before we start. Kevin Crown Music did an awesome interview with you and you guys talked about this. And I was like, I love Kevin Crown. I'm a big fan of his. So it was just cool. Right? I can imagine how you felt when you were being interviewed by him. And you guys talked about this. And I was like, I left this comment. I'm like, oh my God, this shit is so true. Like, as much as you think we're extroverts and you see us on the gram or we're doing this, like, I just want to chill home. Left me alone.
Yeah, it's and I think it's different. And I don't think people would expect that. But I understand.
Yeah.
I understand 100%. And you see people on stage and you think, oh, no, this girl, I guess, is very, loud. And don't get me wrong, I can be loud, especially around people that I'm very comfortable with.
Yep.
But if you put me in a setting with strangers, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to just
observe.
We're
going to observe. You ever find as a female, because I know I was having trouble with this before until just recently. Did you find that as an artiste and becoming an influencer, it was hard a little bit in the dating scene, or it remains hard because people think you're one way when you're actually not, and then people like men don't come up to you or they don't try and talk to you because maybe they're intimidated? Do you find that's like a struggle for you? Because I found that was for me.
Mm-hmm. I think it is. I think people have this misconception of this idea of who you are because this is all that they see. So they don't get to see another side of you,
right.
And so yes, of course I've had that, but at the same time, I am someone who's very, like, I have no problem approaching someone. I approach people if I'm interested. You don't worry, I'm gonna approach you. I'm gonna let you know that I'm interested, and I will make my way over or make some sort of way for you to approach me or conversate or something.
So we can gaff. Let me gaff a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for you because also I think, granted, people already have this misconception and they're gonna feel like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't, or So I will let you know that it's okay, or I'm gonna let you know that I want to know you.
Hey, fellas, if you're locked on and you want to talk to Timeka, make the eyes, boy. Make the eyes and go, and she will talk to you.
I'm gonna make the eyes, and I'm gonna let you know if it's okay to come over.
There we go. See, it's been told. So if you want to try, make a move, guys. Make a little move. Don't be too bold, but make a move. Be polite. Don't make me cut you.
No. Politeness goes a far way. But right now, I'm a little closed off of people coming. I'm right now. I'm in a little space that I'm good where I'm at. And
just doing you. I can't blame you for that.
I have someone entertaining me, and I'm entertaining someone. So I'm good right now. I'm good in my corner.
That's good. I love it. So I want to ask, what female artists, maybe next, and maybe with the music coming, would you like to collaborate with? I'm sure there's a whole bunch. Maybe you could tell us your top 3.
Female artists. Okay, so I'm assuming we're talking Caribbean.
It could be anybody, anybody you want, anybody, because you're so diverse, right? I had a question, but I'm not going to ask it because you already talked about it. We're not pigeonholing you in just soca or just reggae, because you are a diverse artist. You can hear that when you sing, when your writing comes out, when your music comes out. So any of the top 3 artists in your mind that you would like to collaborate with, because I think if we put it in the air, the shit's going to happen.
No, not if you think. It's factual. You need to speak things. You need to speak things into reality. Okay, so here's what we're speaking into existence. I love her.
Oh,
The artist
yes.
Her. Are we frozen? I feel like you're frozen.
A little bit. You froze
Okay.
too. There we go. Oh,
Yeah,
we're good.
We're moving now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love her. I'm a
Mhm.
big fan of her. I just she's one of those people I listen to almost daily.
Doesn't she
Some of my
remind
favorite
you
songs I
of
just put
like
on and vibe to.
doesn't she remind you of like a modern day Lauryn Hill?
Oh my God, I was waiting. That's exactly what I
Right?
think.
Right?
That's
She's a
exactly what I
modern
think.
day
But then
Lauryn Hill.
but I also feel like Lauren was just a little bit more rootsy and reggae,
Yeah.
as where Her is a little bit more soulful.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of similarities, but I think just Lauren was just a little bit more reggae kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Also, I love coffee from Jamaica. I'm a big fan of coffee.
Toast.
In a pocket. Check in a pocket over there. Sorry.
No,
In
it's
a
okay.
in a little pocket on the side next
Check
to the
the
yellow.
pocket.
On the no, on the outside. On the outside.
Check
over
the
there.
outside pocket, brethren.
Check there. Yeah.
Toast.
Toast. I'm a big fan of coffee.
Mhm.
And then also I really like Patrice Roberts.
Yes, man.
I love Patrice. So I think those would be my three that I would say right now. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And because the March is like the month of celebrating women, I always ask this question. I've asked it to the past couple of guests. We know that the music industry is predominantly male. I mean, even in your past exchanges, you've worked with a lot of males. What's your advice to younger females wanting to pursue a music career, knowing that the challenges they're going to face? What would be your advice to them?
I think, first of all, you just need to be mindful and know what you're getting into. It is a male-dominated industry, and sometimes
For now,
because a lot of females are coming up and doing their thing, and it's an incredible time for women right now. I've had some bad experiences. I'll say it. I've had some bad experiences when it comes to males in the industry, but I think it takes a very strong woman, and you kind of have to know to own your own. But one thing I always say with women, not just in the music industry, but just being a woman in general, I think a man would only do as much as you allow.
That is very, very true.
Yeah. A man would do as much as you allow. If you allow someone to do or to take advantage or whatever, they're gonna try to do the most.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of owning your ground, standing your ground, and when you feel like saying no, then you say no, and you be stern about it and stick with it. And people treat you how you allow them to treat you.
Absolutely,
So
100%.
It's just about making that stance, to be honest.
And I think in general too, like not just music industry, in your life, in your
general.
life. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right. Okay, so now before I get to end of the interview, I like to play a game. You ready for a little game? Don't worry, it's good. We're gonna I called it Get to Know the Ladies of the Zone. So it's a little bit of this and that, and that's what we're gonna play. So I'm gonna give you some this and that options, and you're gonna tell me which one of the this and that you want. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Eggs or pancakes?
Oh, eggs.
100%. I agree. Coffee or tea?
I'm a tea person.
Me too. Any specialty you like?
I like ginger.
Mm-hmm.
I like ginger. I like chamomile.
Oh yeah, calming tea. I love that.
And I drink a lot of green tea too.
Yeah, green tea is good. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. Ready? Cassava bread or plat bread? I know. When I wrote it, I was like, I can't choose.
No, actually, I'm not a bread person, period.
Oh, so no bread. Okay.
I'll have plantains. I'm a big plantain person.
Plantains is good.
I love plantains. If I can
fry or bake
every single day, fried. Yeah. I love a fried plantain. I make that not almost every day, but I love a fried plantain. Yeah.
Okay, this one is a scenario based because now I don't know if you eat carbs, but curry and roti or you want dal and rice?
Curry and roti.
100%. What kind of roti though? We talking, paratha, dal puri, which one?
I like dal puri.
Me too. It's messy, but I still like it.
Yeah, and that's why it's good, because it's messy.
Here's the most important question. Is your roti round?
As compared to what? I don't know.
A circle?
There's another game? So, hold on. Round and a circle is not the same thing?
That's the famous question they ask. Guys always come up, well, is your roti round? I'll be like, well, is your toti big?
I don't wrong.
Don't ask me about my roti, right?
Listen, I just eat. Whatever shape it have, trust me, I gonna eat it. So
I have to throw that in. Okay, here's the next one. I talked about somebody's toti. I'm sorry. Tell the men whose toti can't live up to my roti, okay? Black cake, or would you take fudge?
I like fudge a lot.
Me too. I love fudge.
I
hate making it.
I don't know to make it. I know to eat it.
Man, you have to keep turning and turning, and it's a good exercise though for your arm. Much work. Right?
No, that's too much work. No, I'm gonna keep putting it in, and this is my workout.
I love it.
Yeah, I love fudge. I like brown fudge. I like the white fudge, and I love fudge. Yeah,
fudge is good. Okay, cook up or fry rice? So cook up rice or fry rice?
Cook up.
Yeah, 100% cook up.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do car or plane? I guess it depends on where you're going. Let's say you're just staying local, or you're just one of those types where you could say you could go both.
I prefer a car for sure.
You like trips.
I love a long ride. Oh my God. I feel like I'm like a dog. Dogs get excited to go in a car. I love a long drive. It really does something for me. Yeah. Planes are nice too, only when I'm up in the sky. I get motion sickness, and sometimes taking off and landing gets me really nauseous.
Me too.
So I am I want to go for a long drive. I'm gonna get real excited.
Do you blast music? Like some people like long drives and they just like to chill.
Hell yes. I don't need anyone with me on a drive. I don't need to talk to anyone. I put my phone down. I make my playlist. I get in the car. I can go. I don't even know where I'm going. Sometimes I go and I see a road and I'm like, I wonder where this road leads. Let me just take a turn. And that's how I drive sometimes. A lot of times if I need to clear my mind or I just need to decompress, I will go in a car by myself late night, put on my music, and just freaking drive to nowhere.
That's it. It doesn't have to be anywhere. People forget that. You don't have to have a goal. Just go for a drive, go clear your mind, go put on the music you like, and just try it, man, because that shit is good. It clears the soul.
It's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
Ah, see? Wise words from this guru. Hello.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, so here's a few more. Vacation or staycation? Considering it's been COVID. Let's say there's no COVID.
Vacation.
100%.
Life is about seeing new places, experiencing new things, making memories, like go new places. See.
Where do you want to go next?
I want to go to Mexico.
Yeah. I've been. Mexico's cool.
Yeah, I really want to go to Mexico.
The food is good too. It won't walk your belly or not. And then they have a gym. You can work out depending on where you stay. But Mexico's nice. I've been. Okay, here's the next one. Morning or night? Night? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm a night person. I like to sleep in the mornings. Mornings are for sleeping.
100% agree. 100% agree. Here's the next one. Sweet or sour?
Sweets.
Do you kill the sweets? Like, do you have a sweet addiction?
Yes, that's the one thing that because I try to be pretty healthy, but as soon as I go crazy for sugar.
What's your go-to?
Oh, my go-to. So I try to keep it a little healthy, even though I am on some sweets. So I would do like popcorn, but like flavored sugary kind of popcorn. I like a lot of Guyanese snacks, so you're gonna see me eating like matai and sugar cake and them kind of nonsense. I love snacks. And I also like oatmeal raisin cookies.
Me too. Why does everybody tell me I eat old people cookies? Do you know every time I pick up that cookie, all my freaking friends go, "Oh, you're eating an old man cookie." I said, "Well, that's why I'm not sharing with you, so don't worry."
That's great. So more for me. They're stupid.
Right?
Oatmeal raisin cookies, I like it because I love texture.
Me too.
There's a little crunch in there, and then the sweet. It's not just overly sweet. You know,
Right?
you get a balance.
Yes. 100%. Okay, here's
Mm-hmm.
the next
I'm
one.
getting a feeling
Flirty.
we're twins. I think we're twins.
Right? A little bit. I'm starting
Yeah.
to think so because I love oatmeal. See, so
I,
for all
I
my
think
freaking
so.
friends who told me some shit about my oatmeal raisin cookies, bun you. The cookie is for me. Bun you.
That's
Okay?
fine.
Yeah.
Let them eat the other shit. Leave it for us. More for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Flirty or funny?
Whew. What do you mean? Okay, so it depends. You're asking what do I like? How am I? How do my personality? Or are you asking the personalities that I like?
Personalities you would like.
I love funny.
Yes.
I love funny. If you can make me laugh, you have a friend in me.
Yes.
That is all I need. Oh, you're funny? Let's be friends. Let's be best friends.
In the same way, because if you can handle the stupidness, then we good to go.
Yeah, tell me jokes. That's all I want to hear. Yeah.
Right? Well, this actually will work with my next question. Mm-hmm. Would you prefer a good morning text or a good night text?
I want both. Can't I have both?
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, can I have both? I think both are important because, you know, to start your day right, I want to hear from someone that I'm into. Wish me a good morning. Like, you know, have a beautiful day. And, hey, gorgeous. I hope you had a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Have a great day. And then in the night too, you know, you're winding down. Oh, you know, sleep well, rest well, yada, yada, yada. Have a good night.
I didn't get to talk to you all day, and I just want to let you know that I hope you sleep well. Yeah, something like that. It's
yes,
sweet.
Yes, wishing good sleep is important and good dreams. And yeah, I need both.
I love it. So that was the end of my question. So thank you for playing my game.
Thank you.
I do want to ask this last question. I know you said, you know, you got the song coming with Charlie Black, but is there like an album in the works maybe for the future and maybe the next year? Or have you thought about it?
Of course I've thought about it. I think that I've been just as a personal goal. I think I've been doing music for a little while now, and I told myself that this year I'm going to put out an album. Yes. But there's a but. But just with everything that's happening right now, I decided that I'm just gonna drop music. I'm just gonna do a song a month or as much content as possible musically and just put it out. And I do know that I think there's a need for an album just for me personally, for my own personal goal to put out a collection of something. But I will wait a little bit. I just want things to settle a bit and
it's got to feel right? Too. That's the other thing I know with artists.
Now it doesn't feel like the right time.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. So look out, people. She's got more stuff coming if you're a fan. So don't worry. More to come. Let everybody know where they can find you on all social media.
Fine. You can find me on Instagram at Timeka Marshall, my Facebook fan page, Timeka Marshall, Twitter, which I'm not as active on these days, Timeka Marshall, YouTube, Timeka Marshall. Very simple. Once you got the spelling right, keep it simple. Timeka Marshall.
And underneath this video, because after our interview, it will post up automatically on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So what I did was put your contact information or the YouTube so people can get in touch with you and spell it right. So it's all going to be there. Timeka Marshall, thank you so much for being our last guest on The Zone, Season 3, celebrating women. It's been freaking awesome to talk to you, representing Guyana. Big up, madam people, them this.
Yes, big up my GT people. Yes.
Big them up.
Guyana all the way.
Guyana every day, all the way. This is the GT queen. If you don't know, that's what they've anointed her. And I'm okay with having her have that because she reps us. She reps us, and every other artist that's there from this country, they rep. We rep hard. So big up my Guyana massive. Thank you so much, Timeka, for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Want to let you know that I will also send you a copy of this interview. So it's going to be on YouTube. We're going to have it on SoundCloud. We're going to push it on Anchor. It's going to be everywhere. So everybody can contact and check this out anytime they want. The comments are going like wild. I got to big up DJ Tricky.
I wish I could see them. I can't.
I know, it's crazy.
them.
So my platform here that I have, I can see all the comments coming through Twitch and YouTube. So people are just like, yo, big up Guyana, represent. I gotta big up Reels. I got somebody from Paris that's locked on, that's a fan of mine, so they're following. So big them up. It's Sty V Medias. I gotta big up DJ Tricky, Mr. Jason Bullock, Tasha, Michelle. The Guyanese people representing today. They in the comments, boy. They definitely in the comments.
Appreciate y'all. Yes.
I love it. And of course, Jamaica, I got I am Chris Dubs. He was one of my fellow radio station mates from Vibe 105 here in Toronto. And of course, if you are locked on to Dr. J tomorrow, Soca Therapy, he's going to be premiering Timeka's new song, High, there. So go check out at Soca Therapy Instagram to find out what time the song is going to play right here live in Toronto on the airwaves. It's going to be dope. Check out YouTube at Timeka Marshall for the new song called High, featuring Scorch Bonnet and LL Cool Blaze. Timeka, thank you so much, man. I had such an awesome time with you.
I had a really good time. Thank you so much. And just being a wonderful, genuine, warm spirit.
Hey, man, that's who it is. And my twin, my food twin, girl, my food twin. I'm so excited. Now when I have food, I'm just going to send you random pictures and be like, yo, look what I'm eating.
No, that's gonna make me jealous. Because also, right? I'm really watching what I eat sometimes. You know, you got a little moment.
You have a little moment. I got to ask you this last question because I forgot to ask. Have you been to Toronto?
Of course.
You have, right?
I came for Dr. J. Dr. J.
Yeah, that's the one jam I missed, and everybody and their grandmother showed up, man. I was so mad.
It was a really good show, and shout out to, oh my God, I saw so much Guyanese flags there at that show. I'm like, Jay, look at the amount of people. I was so surprised. It was like, I feel like more than half of the crowd had their Guyanese flags up, and they really came out to show me a lot of love. And I was touched. I was telling you. I was touched. I was just like,
yo, we love Jay Jams. Yeah, you gotta come again. You have to. I hope to God, like when we can open up, you gotta come. You gotta come again. Because it would be dope to see you live. Like I didn't get to see you live. I missed that jam. I was working, but it would be dope to see you live. And for people in Toronto who haven't seen you again or are just getting in tuned with who you are, it'll be dope to hear you live. Your vocals are just they're on point. I can't say nothing else. They're on point. I love it. Thank you so much, Timeka.
Nice words are gonna make my day.
That's as it should. Hey man, if people don't like I said to you, it's no bullshit. This is like real talk. I'm not, anybody will tell you that if you talk to MC Nads, you just get the real me. If I don't, if let's say the vibe wasn't, I would have just ended the interview and done, but I keep talking.
But also, love is what we need more.
Amen.
In this world. And
we need a lot more.
In this time that we're going through right now, all we need is to really love on each other as much as possible. So shout out to you, and thanks for bringing the good vibes, and everyone that tuned in. Thanks for tuning in. Go follow MC Nads if you haven't. Check out my pages, and let's just keep more.
Keep vibing. We keep vibing. Thanks, Timeka. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Stay safe, you and your family, and big up Guyana all day, every freaking day. Yes.
I love my country, GT. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna end this. Thanks so much. Have a good one.
You take care.
Bye. So big up everybody. Thank you so much again for staying with us and rocking with us. Season 3. This was the last episode 3 with Timeka Marshall. We're coming back strong in May. May is got 5 Saturdays, which means we got 5 guests. And boy, let me tell you, May is gonna be the shit. So make sure you keep it locked to the zone. Make sure you follow Planet Soca on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. It's at Planet Soca. And if you're on Instagram, it's at Planet Soca 1, because next season we're going to try and stream on Instagram again as well, even though, Facebook and that platform be hating us. And don't forget to follow your girl, MC Nads, at MCNADZZZ. Thanks, everybody, for locking on. Thanks for the comments. Big up Guyana. Big up Trinidad. Big up all my guests that I had for the Zone Season 3. So, of course, Timeka Marshall, Jadel, and Faith Calendar was our first guest. Big up Barbados every day. Love y'all. Gonna see you back in May. Peace out.